Hello. I'm glad we're back from a break tonight. I want to do somewhat of a public service announcement tonight on the Lottie June show. I want to talk to you about something serious. I've unfortunately been diagnosed with a disease that I want to tell you about before the tabloids gets a hold of it, because when the tabloids gets a hold of something, honey, they'll run with it. A few weeks back, I wasn't feeling too good, and I was in the grocery store talking to a friend of mine, Marveline Shira, and I was feeling real bad, and she told me, she said, Lottie, if this continues, you probably need to get on and get to the doctor. And that's just what I did. And he had me stay overnight right here at the Baptist Hospital. And that next morning, they took me to a place called endoscopy. And I ain't never been in nothing like that in my life. But the ride down there is what I was scared of. I hate to have to tell you about that. Gal that came to get me, pushed me on that stretcher. Honey, she was just like a tangerine. She'd been in a tanning bed so much. And she got me on that stretcher. She said, Miss Camp, I'm going to take you downstairs so they can do your testing. And I'm here to tell you it was the longest ride in the elevator I ever had. She didn't shut up from the time the door closed till the time it opened, 7 floors down. And she talked about everything under the sun, but she liked to scared me because she got to talking about graduating from nursing school and couldn't get a job. And I can tell you why she couldn't get a job, because she was so crazy. They took one look at her in an interview. But anyway, this was pushing me down there, and she was chit-chatting and this and that. And she got to telling me about her children. Asked me if I had any kids. I said I got 3 grown daughters. And she said, well, I got 2 girls. And she said, my oldest one's an artist, and I'm here to tell you. She pulled a canvas about that big out of a satchel bag she had hanging off that stretcher. I reckon she showed it to everybody she come in contact with. And she said, well, my daughter painted this in the art class, and she's won $500 from the Frisk Center. She won $1,000 from the Girl Scouts. And, honey, when she pulled that canvas around there, I'm here to tell you that was the prettiest timber wolf she'd ever seen in her life, and me too. And I said, that is about the prettiest thing I've ever seen. And your daughter's really got some good talent on her, honey. And I said, well, can't you leave her at home and work a 12-hour shift? Because I know for a fact I heard them girls talking up here said they got a 12-hour shift open. And she said, well, no, ma'am. She said it's hard to leave a 14-year-old daughter at home when she's been diagnosed with bipolar, schizophrenic, and suicidal. Cut her own throat, cut her wrist. And I thought to myself, I said, well, my Lord, how in the hell did she get that way? And she said, and on top of that, said she cut her little sister's throat with a straight razor just for Christmas time. And I thought to myself, now this is who's pushing me down here, and to have a test done on me to find out what's wrong with me. I said, I hope they get me somewhere and shove a tube up my butt, down my throat, or anywhere else just to get this bitch away from me. And finally got down there, and of course that's when my doctor come in, and he said, Lord, I just want to tell you, it's confirmed you got a case of lazy spleen. And it's been hard for me to take, but I want to tell each and every one of you, if you start feeling sick, if you don't feel good, and you think it's nothing, I want you to go to your doctor. All senior citizens need to go in for a checkup and find out if you're suffering with it. Because I had it for a long time, didn't know what it was. It wasn't in a category for me. I just thought I had to go to the restroom a lot. And but tonight I wanted to tell you about it and share a little of my life with you. I believe that's all we got time for. That's all we got time for tonight. Thank all of you again. We'll be back in just a minute for a musical segment, and I'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye.